Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. Right, for those of you who don't know about my martial arts exposure to the world, this was the very first martial arts magazine I was featured in, called Combat. As you can see, I was in volume 29, number 2, February 2003. So that now is officially 22 years ago, and look at the price of it then. It's £2.50. So yeah, I was featured in this. I met Pat Carr on the day of the photo shoot and the interview, and this young man, he wasn't there, but as you can see, he's on the front of the cover. And then you got the great legend himself, Grandmaster Gojin Yamaguchi, otherwise known as the Cat. Wow, couldn't believe it when I found out when I was going to be featuring the same magazine as this man. And as you can see, look, on the side part of the magazine there, the world's greatest martial arts magazine of its time, of course. He had its other competitor in America called Black Belt Magazine, and actually I did get a feature in that, but that was on their website just a couple of years ago. So yeah, open up the magazine book. You can see the advertisement for Seni 2003, and more advertisements, and here's the contents. And as you can see, there I am on page 44, and here's the title of my feature, Andrew Osborne, Mr. Dedication. Yeah, even to this day I'm still dedicated to it. Right, so let's turn to page 44. So we're on page 37. Sorry, page 29. Page 29, my bad. And here we go. Page 40. That was page 45. There you go. Page 44. And the combat interview by Brian Ewbury. And how that came about, I was training at Healthlands International, for those of you who know about the company, back in the early 2000s. They were based in Wolverhampton, the Wentzfield area. And yeah, Brian had been watching me doing my training. I don't train like anybody else. Watching me doing my flexibility work, which brought tears to his eyes. I was doing vertical leg kick stretching, where I placed my foot on the highest bar on this training equipment called a Smith machine. So I'd put my foot up. Well, of course, I had to warm up to get to that level of stretching. And I put my foot on the highest position of the bar I could go. Then I'd lower myself to the floor in a full vertical stretch in the kicking position. And I'd hold that for about a good minute, and then I'd change legs over, and I'd do various sets of that. So yeah, there you go. See, so here's the feature, as you can see there, and then the questions from Brian, and then my response to the questions in the magazine feature. And yeah, when we had the photo shoots at I think it was called the Aqua Sports and Leisure Centre, where we had the photo shoot in Birmingham. Can't remember where about in Birmingham it is, but yeah, we had as you can see, this gentleman in his karate gi. They had the Wadaroo people there. They were doing their feature for the Karate magazine feature, which was owned by Combat at that time. And yeah, and they kind of like got someone who's very similar height and build as me for a self-defense photo shoot, as you can see there clearly. So you went for some stuff. There's some self-defense stuff, and as you can see in the famous Bruce Lee on guard stance there. And the lad was a little bit worried at first. I said, don't be worried, just go for it. And there you go, me holding the broadsword with my left hand, because I'm a left-handed person. And some people had said, well, why are you holding the sword with your left hand? Because traditionally they normally hold it with right, but I like to be different. And yeah, so that was my first exposure to the world of martial arts through Combat Magazine. And really great feature it was, and I've still got the magazine in pristine condition, as you can see. Not one tear or blemish on the magazine, so I've kept it in good condition all these years. Wow, it's 22 years old, this magazine is. I can't believe that. So there you go. So there's a video feature of my first ever martial arts magazine exposure, so to speak, to the world. So there you go. Anyway, I'll be doing some more videos like this on some of the other things I've been featured in, whether it be more magazines and books. Okay, so thank you again for those of you who are new to the channel. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to the channel, and share the channel itself. Yeah, so there we go anyway, and stay safe out there in that world of ours, and thank you again, thank you as always.